MVP 之争白热化，65场出赛门槛合理吗？欧尼尔力挺的黑马 MVP 人选又是谁
So this MVP race, and again, familiar with the 65-game minimum to be eligible.
It's a two dogs race.
The other night, Wemby had some interesting thoughts on that 65-game thing.
Is there something that you wish people understood a little bit more about how much work goes into getting to 65?
So Cade is ineligible for sure. How many games he played?
He was 63, 62. Yeah. He was right there.
And he's still playing. He's playing right now, isn't he? So if he plays today and in 2 days, he's eligible? No?
He's gonna come up short. Luka's gonna be short.
Yeah, him and Luka. I mean, and who else? Anthony Edwards is not gonna make it either. It's an interesting question. It's a very interesting question. If those three aren't, I mean, especially Cade and Luka, if they aren't in the season awards, for sure it's not gonna reflect their impact on the season. But at the same time, in my opinion, it's good to have a threshold, a limit. Where do we need to put it? I don't know. It's a good question. Let me ask you a question. Like, what percentage of the season right now, without calculating how much 65 is, what percent of the season do you think should be the limit?
75, 80.
75, 80, okay.
Two-thirds.
Two-thirds, okay. 70?
Academic, 70% passing.
70%?
Be
So,
a limit.
you don't think it should be a limit? Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. If a guy plays 50 games, 35 minutes a game, that's 50 times 35. That's 1750, right? Am I right? Yeah. And if a guy plays 75 games at 20 minutes, it's 1500. So, it's not. I mean, it's a good view, in my opinion, to not have a limit. It's one opinion. 75% of the games, in my opinion, would be a logical thing, and that would be 61.5 games, right? So 62 games.
By the way, your math on all of those was spot on. Calculating it as you were doing it. You're doing some numbers like David Robinson. Of course, the alien gets it.
So there's some interesting questions, but I think obviously I don't think there's going to be an exception made for this year. I think it would be somewhat unfair, but we'll see how it turns out.
I need Wemby to make me one of these charts for his.
Well, what we need to do is send all these badass American kids over to France to go to school. That's the first thing we need to do. All these dummies kids over here, we just sitting there as the French.
You the one who was 170 starters.
Yeah.
Nobody else was doing that, but you
I don't have to worry about the numbers. Hey, listen, I've already made it. These other kids got to go to school. I ain't got to worry about nothing.
You got an issue with the 65-game thing?
No, I do not. It's the letter of the law, and whatever the NBA says, it should go. I've said for many years now, I don't know what the criteria of the MVP is. So if you're asking me who my MVP is, I'm going to say Victor Wemby or Jalen Brown. And the reason is nobody expected them to do what they're doing now.
But is that what the award's about?
Yeah, most valuable player. Player is singular. It has nothing to do with team success and none of that. And I know we're going to have this argument. Most valuable player is singular. I'm the baddest guy in the league. Nobody can stop me. When the guy went down from Boston, nobody expected Jalen Brown to do what he did. Nobody expected the system to be back for the San Antonio Spurs. So me, it's Victor Wemby and Jalen Brown because
what has SGA done? What has SGA done to lose?
Hold on, nothing.
The honor he has already.
Nothing, but based on you guys' criteria, Boston is number 2 and Spurs is number 2. So he is the baddest guy in the league, and he's having team success, and nobody expects him to do what they did. So for me, it's Victor Wembanyama and Jalen Brown. Shai Gilgeous is a bad boy. Joker is a bad boy. But you asking me my opinion, I'm telling you it's Victor or Jalen Brown.
I think there should be
your
a
criteria, my criteria.
No, I'm talking about this.
Get your hand off your face, Chuck.
I'm just like, you got to let this Steve Nash thing go, man. That was 20 years ago. You got to let the Steve Nash thing go.
I'm just saying I don't know what the criteria for the MVP is.
Yeah, I think that there should be a threshold one to be eligible for awards. 65 is a relative number, and that happened because of all the low management that was going on. They were like, okay, well, you don't want to play. We're not going to let you be eligible for awards. So I think it should be probably a minute and or game. So if you played 24 minutes a game, I'm going to do a Wemby, 24 minutes times 82, that's 1,968 games?
Well, okay.
I mean, minutes?
Stop it.
We got way too much math going on.
No, I'm just saying, so like it should be one or the other. It should be, if you hit a minute and you don't hit the games because you're playing 40 minutes a game, that would be fine too. Yeah. But the other thing I would add about, I would agree with Shaq. For me, the MVPs are Wembanyama or Jalen Brown. Those two guys have taken not only their teams but themselves to different levels.
The Spurs
so
won
their
34
impact
games last year.
So Ernie, that's what I'm saying. Their impact on winning has been bigger because they might not have had the same impact as Shea and them having better talent.
Hey, I've got no problem if somebody want to vote for Wemby or Jalen or Cade, whatever.
Well, Cade doesn't qualify.
He doesn't qualify, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying that if you voted for him, Shea, in my opinion, I don't have a vote. What he's done, that team has the best record in the NBA.
By 2 games.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Best record.
His
2 games, don't matter.
How many games have his second best player missed?
He played a lot of that without Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams has probably missed 40 games. Whoever you vote for, but I don't think 65 games is a lot to ask, man. Shut the hell up. Y'all voted on that in the collective bargaining, and now y'all want to complain. If y'all wasn't sitting on your ass half the time sipping margaritas and stuff, they want to put the 65-game threshold in there. Shut the hell up.